All right, folks, you can go ahead and check off week 2 of the college football season. We are cruising in to week 3 here in the Caliber store in Homewood for all your hunting and fishing needs. I am Lauren Sisler. This is Jim Dunaway with your Auburn edition of Head to Head.
You sound like my trainer when we check off a thing that we've done. Time to cruise on in now to that 5-mile run or something.
Those to-do lists. Sometimes it feels good to check it all.
It's Auburn and LSU down at Jordan-Hare Stadium opening up the SEC, but it's a big SEC tangle. Danny Sheridan at the taping tells us Auburn a 9.5-point favorite in this one.
Okay, in this segment, we're picking 3 things that are probable to happen in this football game, or to disagree, maybe they won't happen. So first down, we're going 40 or fewer points scored total in this football game.
You seem like you were asking us the question, 40 or total? I think it's going to be more than 40. I think Auburn really finds its running game. Boobie Whitlow and Cam Barton, the offensive line. I just don't think LSU's defense, I don't believe LSU's defense is as dominant as they have been in the past. Good showing against Miami. I think it's a different story at Jordan-Hare Stadium, and Auburn actually finds the running game they're looking for, and that makes a difference. I'm going to go over 40.
Yeah, I like both defenses in this football game. I think it's going to be dominant at the line of scrimmage. Auburn limiting teams to just 24% on third down conversions. Second down.
Yeah, speaking of defense and for Auburn, does Joe Burrow, who looks a little too much like Goat Boy to me, Joe Burrow, he's a comedian,
Thanks for clarifying.
3 sacks or more for Joe Burrow, the LSU quarterback, by the Auburn defense, yes or no?
I'm going 3 or more because as of right now, this Auburn defense has 9 sacks on the season. That is tied 3rd nationally with LSU and Vanderbilt.
Yeah, to me, Joe Burrow is a poor man's Jake Browning, and 5 sacks, 9 tackles for loss against Washington. I think Auburn's defense is the story of this game, maybe the story of the college football season before it's all said and done, but especially in this game, I'm not sure LSU can hold its water against that Auburn defensive line. Give me more than 3 sacks on Joe Burrow.
All right, so we agree on that one. We're going 3rd down. I had to remind people we agreed on that one. We're going 3rd down. Will there be at least one 100-yard rusher? I know defense is what everybody's pointing to. Are we going to get a 100-yard rusher in this one?
I do think so, and I think it'll come from Auburn. I think they're looking for that running game that complements what Chip and Gus like to do offensively. They're still searching for that. They didn't find it against Washington. I think they find it against LSU.
All right, and here's a note to point out. Auburn, I think they will get 100 yards in this one because of this statistic right here. Auburn has thrown the ball a total of 34 times but has 104 carries total. And so to me, they're going to try to run the football. That's their attack. That's their mode of transportation in this one. I like it for 100 or more yards. Potentially 2 running backs with that. We like Whitlow. Sean Shiver showed up in this last football game. We'll see how that works out.
Let's give away some swag now.
Okay, in the Sideline swag segment, we are handing out awards this week to a team, unit, player, whoever you want to give it to on either side of the football.
How about the whole team for LSU? I picked this up at the Washington-Auburn game in Atlanta. It's part of the clear bag policy, right? You take your belongings into the stadium with the clear bag. But for me, I can see straight through this bag, everything that's on the inside, just like I can LSU. I can see Joe Burrow through there. He looks good against Miami. Will not look good against an Auburn defense in the SEC. I can see the LSU run game. Looks good against Miami. Will not look good against the Auburn defense. I see you, LSU. You get the clear bag policy. It will not be pretty at Jordan-Hare.
Keeping it transparent. Okay, so my sideline swag.
Good transition.
My sideline swag is going to be an Oprah bobblehead.
What?
Oprah bobblehead. You get a touchdown. You get a touchdown. You get a touchdown. You get a touchdown. 6 rushing touchdowns from 6 different players in this game against Alabama State. You actually like mine.
I do.
He likes my creativity because usually he's the creative one. So
look,
we're going.
You can use the bag to put all your bobbleheads in.
Hey, that works. So I like it. We'll see if they can continue scoring on the ground in this football game. It's going to be a fun one. Now on to our picks.
So to our pick segment, remember Danny Sheridan says Auburn's a 9.5-point favorite when we're taping this earlier in the week. They played the game 2:30 at Jordan-Hare.
All right, so do they cover the spread? I'm going to say no. They will not cover the spread in this one, but I am picking Auburn to win this football game 27-21. I think the team that gets the most turnovers in this football game will win, and I like the odds for Auburn because that has been something they've been working on this season. Now through 2 games, they have 6 takeaways. Last year alone in the entire season, they only had 6 interceptions. I like their odds.
You don't know this, but Bob Marley, an artist, reggae guy way back
I
in
love
the day.
Bob Marley.
Redemption Song, my favorite song of his. Redemption for Jarrett Stidham. His worst game as an Auburn Tiger in Baton Rouge against LSU last year, 34% completion rate. He blows up in this game. They run the ball, they throw the ball, 38 for Auburn, 13 for LSU. They cover, they win easy, and all of a sudden Auburn becomes the conversation with Alabama, Georgia, Oklahoma, Ohio State, and Clemson as one of the 6 teams that can win a national championship.
So Jimmy says, not even close.
Not close. Is that a microphone? Megaphone.
Oh, you're actually using that as a prop.
I am.
I thought that was for your dirty clothes.
Nope. Go ahead.
Dirty laundry bag.
Dirty clothes. I bring dirty clothes in here? Yeah, all right. It's when I hyperventilate.
This video was brought to you by Caliber, a luxury store in Homewood, Alabama that's reviving the finer things in hunting and fishing.